Hi there, good morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rosal Engaged.
I'm Jody Ann.
And I'm Jardine.
And
Together we are your Destinations Relationship Specialists. Good morning, Helen. I see she's already there. That's awesome. Good morning. One of our guests that will be coming soon. We want to start the morning off with one of our favorite music. This is Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing. Love is not cancelled. And we're all going to be back here soon having a good time.
Absolutely. I love this song, Jody.
Yes, we're just going to continue.
To you, our lovely viewers. Don't worry about a thing. Everything will be alright.
It's gonna be alright. We're just allowing persons to log on. Let's see who's here. I think that's Jam.
Oh no, that's Conrad.
Conrad, excellent.
Yes.
Hi, Conrad.
One of the owners of Cover Me Up.
Correct. He'll be speaking to his lovely wife this morning.
Hi guys. Who's that?
Morning,
Fancy
morning.
Girl 1. Hello.
Is that Tay King? Good morning.
Hi,
Are you guys?
King.
Good morning.
And Mullin 693. Good morning. And good morning,
Events
Elements
Jamaica. Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate your continued support.
How are you all this morning? Give us a thumbs up if you are doing awesome.
Are you hearing us well? All right, so we're going to be... Go ahead, Jude.
Yes, Conrad, we know Tamara is Mrs. Allen. Yes, and Helen is the general manager who we will be speaking to today on our live.
This is my message to you. I'm not a singer, so let's not ruin the live. But everyone, we're going to be discussing today as it relates to indoor or outdoor event spaces. This is always a very intriguing conversation for brides and couples who want to perhaps have something on the outside, but there are elements that would perhaps prevent them from making that decision. So we're going to be having that discussion today. We're going to be speaking to one of our preferred vendors, Cover Me Up Events, Helen, the CEO of that company, General manager of the company. And we're going to be speaking to her about her expertise in that area and what recommendations we can give to you. So if there's anyone that you know who would benefit from this discussion, we're asking you to just share that information with them so they can join us. We're going to be taking any questions that you have as we proceed as well. So...
Right, and before we get to that, we want to remind you that we have 7 lovely venues, right? We're going to go through them once more for you. And that's the Palms, the White Witch Golf Course, the Rose Hall Great House, the Cinnamon Hill Great House, the Ocean's Edge venue, the Mount Zion Church, and of course the beautiful Ocean's Edge.
Excellent. And then in addition to venue rental, us at Rosal Developments Limited, you can be reassured that we can take care of all aspects of your weddings and events. We take care of the planning, the execution, we assist you with booking decor, entertainment, lighting, photography, whatever it is that you need, our team is here to assist you. All right?
Right, so we endeavor to create experiences. So call us today. The number is 876-953-2341 or send us an email at weddingsandevents@rosehall.com.
Excellent.
And as usual, we are offering site inspections, which are complimentary, and of course 20% discount of all of our venue fees. So contact us today.
Excellent. And currently we are booking photo shoots. So anyone that wants to have something intimate, a family photo shoot, it could be an engagement photo shoot, or you're getting married and you want to come over at one of our venues for that, that is something that we're facilitating right now. So contact us and we look forward to hosting you.
Yes. All right. So on that note, before we ask Helen to join us, Jardine, let us briefly talk about the topic, which is outdoor versus an indoor wedding, right? So as you all know, viewers, all of our lovely 7 venues are outdoor spaces. And what I love about our spaces I like to consider them as blank canvases that can adapt nicely to infuse your creativity, your style, all centered around your vision, right? So that includes the decor, the theme, the lighting, all that speaks to you can be adapted nicely and infused into the spaces that we have.
Absolutely.
Right? There are always benefits of having an outdoor wedding versus an indoor wedding, which we will touch on as well.
Absolutely. So for me, Jules, I love outdoor spaces because we're all about creating experiences, and especially for destination weddings. And if you are traveling to your wedding venue, I would want to allow myself to be in a space where there's a lot of character to it. So there are elements to consider, and I think the biggest factor when you're having an outdoor event is the weather. That's the only thing for me that I cannot control. But that is why we have Cover Me Up, who ensures that we are covered literally no matter what, rain or shine.
Absolutely.
So I am looking forward to having this discussion. Please feel free to send us any questions in the comments as we go through this discussion with you.
Right. And also in addition to that, Jardine, with an outdoor space, you have, well, at Rose Hall, you have full autonomy, you have flexibility to do what you desire, right? In addition to that, the scenic view that we offer, we have beach venues, we have garden venues, we have a range of all that you can think of, right? We have it all here at Rose Hall.
Absolutely. So when your guest comes to our venues, they're having an experience. My favorite, the Rose Hall Great House, it feels like Wonderland. There are ponds, there's water streaming down, there is the Great House itself, the beautiful architecture of the Great House. When your guests are there, if they're having an event or a wedding, we can have arranged tours for them so they can learn an aspect of our culture, something that they will remember forever, right? When you're here at our Palms venue, there's a pool, there's a beach, there's a lawn. So there's so much to experience. It's not just a space. It's not just a ballroom. There's a lot of context to it. It is a cultural experience and something for your guests to see, enjoy, and remember forever.
Right. I asked Helen Tyson, the general manager of Cover Me Up, to join us right now. So Helen, are you there? Hi, Helen.
Hi, ladies. How are you, Jardine, Jodianne? How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for having me today.
We are blessed, and thank you for joining us today as well.
Thank you for taking the time to join us. Happy to have you.
Oh, yeah, we're so excited to be here with you. I mean, these are exciting times, and a lot has been happening with COVID, and I'm really excited that you ladies have ventured into this new space. So as much as COVID has done a lot of negative, this is one positive that definitely Rose Hall Development can say, yeah, we've done something exceptional here. So we're really excited to be on board with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. We are a family, to be honest. So we this is our way of keeping in touch with those in the industry, our vendors, and to also be in touch with our clients. Again, love is not canceled. So we may not be able to do large bookings right now or to the extent of how you would like it, but we are taking future bookings. Yeah. So this is for us to just be answering questions. The Rose Hall is always seen as a mystery. Persons don't know much about it. So we're coming to the forefront to teach you more, to facilitate your questions, and to highlight you, our partners, our veterans who are behind the scenes.
Thank you. And it's important to be relevant right now. Yeah, it is important to be relevant right now. So, absolutely. Hats off to you, ladies.
Excellent. All right.
Okay, so viewers, Helen offers over 20 years of experience in the hospitality and tourism industry. And so, Helen, we would love to speak to you on your view about to attend or not to attend your wedding reception on the outdoor.
Well, obviously, you know what my response will be to that one. You can't invite your guests to a location that does not have a backup plan I always say it's very important to have a backup plan. So if you're going to have an event or a wedding, especially a wedding, you want to ensure that your space is definitely covered. So obviously, I'm going to definitely go with a tent. It all depends now on your style. That's what will determine the type of tent that you will go with. So we have like the clear top tents, which are most popular for our industry, but we have the tent with the liner, which is more of a luxury feel. And I'm not sure if you ladies have experienced our new sailcloth tent. That is absolutely amazing as well.
Tell us about that one, Helen.
All right. Well, with the sailcloth tent, it gives you more of a translucent look. The legs are wooden. It has that elegant look without having to do very much to the tent at all. Some persons might have seen where we've done, actually, the first time that we set up that sailcloth tent was at the Rose Hall Great House. So whenever we get anything new and exciting, your spaces are always options that we definitely look for to say, let's showcase at your location. And my favorite would really be the Rose Hall Great House. To be honest, the Rose Hall Great House, it's a planner's dream. It's an easy space to work with. So for most planners, they get into that space and they can get their creativity really going. So kudos to you ladies for that one.
Thank you, Helen. You've answered my next question. What we love about working in our spaces here at Rose Hall, but you just answered that question.
They're absolutely dynamic.
Very convenient. And it is like no other venues here. When you speak about exclusivity, luxury, these spaces gives you that and more.
And a lot more. Once you take like a client to your spaces, so normally when I do a site visit, I like to start at the Rose Hall Great House. So the minute they get to the Rose Hall Great House, they're, oh my God, this is it, this is it. Then I move on to the White Witch. Now, when they get to the White Witch, it's a struggle to decide which do we choose, because the views from the White Witch are astounding. When you step out onto that terrace, it takes your breath away. So the spaces are amazing. We've used pretty much all your spaces, except I believe for Johnny Cash's. We've used Johnny Cash, but we've had a planner who has requested our services, so we didn't do the full services there. So I've not actually explored that location myself, or the Zion House. We've not worked at the Zion House either. But all the other spaces, and I must say, Cover Me Up Events has been one of those companies that have gone in, found additional areas that would work tremendously, not just for weddings, but also for events. So a lot of our major events, we've gone in, we've scouted spaces, and we've said, why not use here? There are spaces that you guys have not described, which are, you know, absolutely amazing spaces to work with. So we're always looking for something new, something exciting, because everybody wants something different. So even within the spaces that you have, there are so many options that have not been tapped into as yet.
Well, thank you, Helen. And one thing I want you to mention about your tents, can you expound on the different options that you give to the couples in terms of lighting? Because you can light your tent using chandeliers or lights. So can you expound on that?
All right, so with lighting, we can do the string lights. We can do them on their own. We can do them with the lanterns. We can also do the fairy lights, which has become rather a very popular option. Very, very beautiful option that a lot of clients are gravitating towards. We also do the LED uplights. We will complement whatever we're doing. We will add most times a little bit of LED lights because that enhances the overall decor, bringing into contrast the colors, the color scheme that the bride and groom are working with. So for the lighting, it's the chandeliers, it's the string lights with the lanterns, the LED lights, the fairy lights, you name it. Whatever the option the clients request, we figure a way to make it happen. So that's what we do.
That is
Amazing.
awesome.
Tell us, what do you love the most about your job?
Oh my God. Jody, you know that my job can be extremely demanding. Previous to COVID, we were constantly on the go, constantly busy. Some days I would have 6, 7 events, may not necessarily be big events, all of them, but typically we're quite busy doing a lot along the North Coast, all across the island, because we not only do weddings, we do events, corporate events, birthdays, anniversaries. We do small, we do large. However, the fact that I get so involved in every aspect of the business, it really keeps me on the go. So I can be pretty meticulous, like Jody, because I've worked a lot with Jody. So Jody is meticulous in getting things done. She likes things done a particular time, and it's important for me to know who I'm working with, and I know exactly what your expectations are. So in saying what I love about the job, at the end of the day, it's important to me that my clients are happy. So happy bride, they always say, happy bride, happy life. It really works from our aspect as well. So if my planners, my clients are happy, then at the end of the day, I feel as though all the hard work that I put in pays off.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
And we agree with you, Helen, on that.
Awesome, awesome. Jody is phenomenal. Very, very meticulous and detail-oriented. Absolutely. And that's the thing with us here at Rosal. We really source and we pride ourselves in professionalism, and you can be guaranteed that you will be given the best level of customer service delivery. Now, likewise, Helen, I admire your work ethic. When it comes on, you should change your name to Cover Me Up Quickly because your response time is unmatched. It's phenomenal. We appreciate that because timeliness, getting back to clients, is very important. So like you said, you want to know who you're working with. And we appreciate that from you as well when it comes on to customer service delivery. I want to find out from you, when you spoke about taking your clients here, we speak about us offering complimentary site inspections. What it is when you have someone that is interested in getting perhaps married in Montego Bay and you're recommending Rosal, what do you say to them? Why would you recommend our venues? What do you say?
Well, it's important to know what the clients are looking for as well. But as a part of what we will offer, and we're looking at options that are going to be beautiful execution wise. At the end of the day, we can guarantee that for any of your locations, we can guarantee that. It's their budgets will come into play as well in determining if they're able to do a Rose Hall development option. But the fact that you guys are flexible as well helps, because a client might not necessarily be able to get to the bar that is necessarily in place, but you guys are willing to work with them. I see now that you're offering a 20% off on the venues. This is something that you've done previously. So we like that we're able to work with a team, a company that understands that sometimes we have to do what we have to do to ensure that these clients get the best for what they're looking for. Now, venue-wise, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong going to Rosal Great House, going to the White Witch, the Aqueduct also, because it's so clean, it's just a blank space. You can get your creativity running through there. Even at the other locations, like the Great House. I keep going back to the Great House because I just love the Great House. And what we try to do from time to time, we try to find different ways to make it more dynamic, make it different. Everyone wants their wedding to be absolutely amazing, the best. We've changed the entrances. We've used the cobblestone walkway. We've gone below the cobblestone. We've gone to the back entrance. We've done so many different things to create different looks. For like our clients who come there on an annual basis for their Christmas staff events, we have to get original and get creative. Now, this is where our CEO, Conrad Allen, really comes in because his creativity is second to none when it comes to that. Now, as for Mrs. Allen and myself, we do the fine-tuning of whatever grand ideas he comes up with. We'll have to figure out how do we execute this. And what we tend to do is walk through. We walk through the venue. We go through all the steps to see how can this work. Can this aspect work? Do we need to make adjustments to particular aspects? So the dynamics of the venues really appeals to us. And in so, it's very easy to make a recommendation to any one of your locations. But once we go, we tend to walk them through the different options and allow them to make their final decisions.
Thank you, well said. And viewers, we love working with Cover Me Up. I must say, Helen, Conrad, and Tamara, and the rest of the team, they are very, very reliable. I love working with them as well because they are very detailed. I can trust them with whatever information or whatever requests that I've asked for, right? It will be done.
Excellent.
In addition to that, though, Helen, we want you to expound on the other services that Cover Me Up offers.
Well, our main services would be our tent rental business. That's our core business. However, from that, we have our chair rentals, tables. So we do like the rectangular trestle tables. We do the round, the circular 8-seater, 10-seater rounds. We do acrylic tables for like the bride and groom. We do for the cake tables. We do the lighting options. We do, like I've mentioned before, some amount of location selection and execution on the day off. We do the planning as well. If needs be, we do the planning. But of course, we love working with planners like yourselves. So it makes our job a little bit easier because you handle the fine tuning. However, one of the things that we also pride ourselves in doing is getting to our locations at least a day before schedule. Setting the tents in place, getting the lighting in, getting the dance floors in. So on the morning of the event, as the planner, you walk in, it's important that you're comfortable overnight, knowing that things are going to be in place. So that when you get there, it's easy work now to just do the fine tuning. So we pride ourselves on being on schedule or ahead of schedule. There are times when I'll call Jody and say, Jody, is the space available 2 days ahead of schedule? And if it is, I know you guys are flexible enough to allow us that as well. So we thank you for those things. So we appreciate that. Not every space you go into allows for these type of flexibilities.
You're
excellent. We love that. We love that, Helen. So the best interest of the client, when you have contracted our services or venues, you are a client. So we take care of our vendors, likewise our brides, and the guests who are coming to our venues. As you're speaking, it just really ties into the flexibility and the convenience here at Rosal Developments Limited. So if we know, and a lot of what we do, it requires productions, and you have to do the setup of the stage and the light in the trestle. So all of that, we work with you. We're flexible to make it happen. You spoke about when you're taking your clients here, and depending on what their budget is, it really depends. Some persons may want to come by to take pictures if you can't do the entire ceremony. Some persons may do the ceremony only. So we are very flexible to really accommodate you based on your needs. There's something here for everyone. So do not feel as though this is within your reach. Contact us and we will work with you to make whatever is possible.
Absolutely.
And also, viewers, I want to mention that Cover Me Up will be extending 10 to 15% on selected items. Is there anything else you want to mention, Helen?
No, well, where that is concerned, between now and the end of December 31st, if any of your clients make a booking and we're a part of that, then between 10 to 15%, depends on some items we have to outsource. So then we're not able to go all the way. But for all the items that are under our umbrella, then definitely we will be able to extend some discounts. And even in previous cases, it's not a difficulty for us to work with you. We work with our clients, we work with our partners in ensuring that at the end of the day, our customers are happy.
Excellent. Thank you. And they always are, Helen. So thank you. And I just want to ask, in light of COVID-19 and everything that's happening, how available is Cover Me Up, your team right now, because persons are having intimate ceremonies, anniversary dinners, birthday parties. How available are you for these? What has been happening with your team in light of COVID-19?
Well, we don't have a full team on staff currently. We kept everybody pretty much for the first 2 months. And after, we've had to downsize a little bit, but they are still within our reach. So we're still able to reach out to some persons, and depends on the event that we have, we're able to execute. We've done weddings recently that we've had to set up like a 40 by 60 tent and do the entire setup and decor. Once the government went ahead with like the 50, you started having those. We had smaller events, smaller weddings, 10, 20 persons. So yeah, we're still in the market. We're still in the game for doing all of that. So it's not a problem. Any client who is still interested, once we know ahead of schedule, then we definitely are able to make it happen. Incidentally, I saw last night where the government is now opening the entertainment sector, I believe temporarily until up to the 31st. They're giving us, 280 persons now. So I think that's a little bit exciting to hear, but we still have to keep it safe, maintain some amount of, safety within this COVID period. And just so you guys know, we now offer additional services, sanitation services, where once we are setting up or pulling down our tents, we do fogging. So we do disinfecting of all the items that are used. And that's for setup and for pull down. And we're also offering that service within office spaces now as well. So that's something new and exciting that has come out of this as always.
Lovely. And thank you for sharing that information with us, Helen. Can you share with our viewers how they can contact you?
Well, we can be contacted at info, I-N-F-O, at covermeupevents.com. Or number or mobile number is 876-548-0501. So that's 876-548-0501.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Helen. It was a pleasure having you. And yes, I must say, I love the fact that you mentioned your new procedures, especially sanitization with everything that is happening now. And as an island, Jamaica, I have to say, in comparison, we are doing very well as an island. Our
Absolutely.
recovery rates are wonderful. Everyone is pretty much healthy. We're not having anything disastrous happening. Tourists are coming in, right? We see them enjoying the pool and the beaches at the hotel. So persons are still coming. We can't keep them away. And we are going to find a new way of doing things. But for sure, love is not canceled, and we are going to be back together again. So I must applaud you and your team because you mentioned sanitization, and that is something that we have mandated that all our vendors do. And we didn't have to ask you and your team. You already had that in place. So that just speaks to the level of service that you offer. We are proud to have you as a preferred vendor, and we appreciate working with you always.
Thank you so much. Of course, we have to stay ahead of the game. We have to stay on target. We have to be there. We have to be present. And we do everything that we can to ensure from our Instagram page, we've been, posting a lot of the stuff in things that we're doing currently. Even with the sanitation, we have hand sanitizer machines that we use on locations now. We have hand wash stations that can be also added to the packages. So, we're just trying to think of whatever ways to make it safe, to make it convenient, to make it comfortable, and at the end of the day, all round spectacular events.
Absolutely. Thank you. Before you go, Helen, we're going to just invite persons. If you have any questions, we're going to go through the comments now to see. And please stay with us because we're going to be speaking to our very own executive chef, Mr. Anthony Stewart, who's going to be sharing some insights with us as it relates to food and beverage and where he sees the culinary industry here in Jamaica. So let's go through those comments. If you have any questions, now is the time to share with us.
All right, so thank you, Helen. But just give us just one minute. We're going to review to see if we have any
Not a problem.
Any questions for Helen or us? So Weddings by Cameron says, flexibility during this difficult time for brides and grooms are important. Of course, without compromising rules or venues, of course. Aisha Randall says, cover me up, event site visits are the best. You can always see the creative wheels turning in Conrad's head. Extremely detailed.
And Conrad is saying, shouting out to Sandals staff party Christmas event, which takes place at the Rose Hall Great House. With God's blessings this year, hopefully. Mr. Stewart, let's make it happen. All right, can you go up one more?
I saw some persons earlier. Lux Events, Patrice, thank you for always joining us. We appreciate your support. That's one of our other vendors that does decor. Let's see.
Michelle, to motivate, says Rose Hall events and Cover Me Up tents transforms all weddings into a fairy tale. I'm always blown away by the sheer beauty. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
And hello, Andrew Johnson, String Bean.
Hi, String Bean.
Hope you're doing good. I think somebody's asking for your Instagram page. What is your Instagram page? Cover Me Up Instagram page.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you.
You're not hearing us? Okay. One moment.
Go again. I'm hearing you now.
Are you hearing us now?
I am.
Okay, great. Someone's asking in the comments for your Instagram page. What's your Instagram or social media handle?
Yeah, Cover Me Up Events. Cover Me Up Events for Instagram.
Cover Me Up Events. Did we all hear that? Because she's also low for some reason. So Cover Me Up Events. Go follow them. Yes, I saw you just post something for the love of purple. It was a purple decor, and I love that. I love that.
Yesterday.
All right, excellent. So again, you can go follow them, and again, if you contact us, Helen and her team, they're offering a discount, and we are offering discounts as well. And when you do both, then that is a added discount overall for you. So we are booking future events. So if you book now, you are getting those discounts now.
And thank you once more, Helen.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your.
Thank you, Helen. We're not hearing you.
I'm sorry.
We're not hearing you, Helen. 1 moment.
I'm losing
All right,
you.
Helen. So we're not hearing you, but thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you. And you take care
Talk to
until
you
next
soon.
time.
Bye-bye.
I'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was lovely. You worked a lot with Helen Durwood.
Yes. Yes. So I have worked a lot with Helen and the team covering up teams. So not only weddings have we done together, but staff events and their own events as well. So the owner, which is Conrad and Tamara, they do put on all birthday events with us their own hall, and sometimes it's after that which goes forward. So we do work a lot. They are very reliable.
Very creative, very flexible. I mean, I've learned how they turn over their events and everything that they have to do. So we're so excited to have her. So at this time, as we mentioned, we are going to be speaking to our very own executive chef, Mr. Anderson. Now, as a result, we pride ourselves. We are playing our music in the background. We're going to be taking it down a little bit. Chef Anderson. So the message we're sending today is don't worry about things going to be all right. Okay? So I'm very excited for our very own executive chef, Anthony Stewart. Good morning. Good morning. Excellent. Happy to have you. I know you won't say chef, so I'll tell everyone. When I say we source the best for you, we source experts in their field. We can bring you the best service we're offering. So our executive chef there has been in this industry for over 5 years and rose to international, I think, 28 years now, right? So he has been featured on international programs, ABC, Fox, NBC, international magazine. He's a consultant, he is a director, and he is now here with us at Rules on Health. Our executive chef.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
Looking at the ocean, just get the gambit of the wonderful property. I'm like, I should do it. I'm from St. Thomas, rural area in St. Thomas, which will be a who was breathing. So I'm always in the kitchen, and I grew up right from there. And went on to work at some places, washing pots, dishes, and yeah, looking at the cooks, and from that here I am. So the notion, that you can't take what you like, no, for something that's so it's not true.
We're speaking to leadership in your and as a expert, I know there's different preparations that we take in light of where you're. So what are your recommendations? First of all, we have beautiful photos. What recommendations do you have? What points that you think keep in mind when you're preparing for
Great. I always like to outdoors. That's my first choice.
Why?
Why? Because you have a wide space to work with. There's so much more benefit from it. People listening to you when you're dining. You have more room to move around. And it's just time it's not turn around. So that's one of the embarrassing. But no, I always recommend that if that's an option. For some people, the perfect side, the air condition and all that, that would be perfect. So I believe my first one is have more space.
Much of this into consideration when making that choice personally.
There's some people say, coffee is not going to maintain the temperature. It's there, it's using a service. When even if it is supposed to shape its color, when you open the brush of steam that's going to, that's a lot of while it's sitting there covered or uncovered, the food is still cooking. And so, depending on how long you're going to have it there, by the time you get halfway through, it's going to look, not as palatable as if you're doing a plating. If you're cooking aluminum and sending it out. So that's one of the drawbacks. One of the good things about buffet is that the service is much faster. People will just do their thing, go through the line, and you don't have to sit around and wait, until your meal is cooked, plated, and it's sent out. So that's something you have to do. You're going to have an event, you just want to sit, relax, have nice quality food that maintain its color, maintain the nutritional value, then plating is the way to go. If you want people to just go through as fast as they can, to put as much as they want on their plate, then the buffet is the way to go. So a good chef would prefer plating.
Very good. But time buffet, and I absolutely agree, Steph, because you're serving your guests. And then for me as well, I know for the guests, it's really what they desire. Some persons, if they don't eat, they're okay with it because they just want to go and party. They want to get to the entertainment aspect. They don't want it to be the food that's long. They want to have a good time with the DJ. So a lot of persons think though that buffet is not elegant, right? Mm-hmm. What do you have to say about that? Because here at Rosal, that's the only thing we do, elegant. So how are we able to achieve elegance in a buffet setting?
Well, here we put so much more. It's not about the cost of it, cost is a factor, but we put so much more into making it elegant because it is Rosal development. So we pride ourselves in elegance, class, and that sort of stuff. So what we do, we add food to the shaken dishes at regular intervals. So instead of putting a whole pan of escovitch fish, just for example, we'll do that in two different stages. So we put half first, and when that goes down, then we replenish it. So we keep replenishing over time. So the presentation remains the same if somebody wants to take a picture of it. So it can be done elegantly, and we've done that.
Excellent. And to add to that, Carnation and Jules, we have, even though it's a buffet and you think it's self-service, we actually have team members who are serving you or assisting you. And this is also very important because as you know now, we want to minimize how many people persons are touching the same item. So especially in light of our current state, this is very useful and something that we will continue to maintain where you are being served. Okay, so I wanted to highlight that
Absolutely.
As well. Is there a way to cut costs for a versus like a fee?
Definitely.
Brides might want to go back.
Definitely. You can cut costs and be clear because you're controlling how much goes on that plate. On the buffet, you can walk up to the client who is triple decking that thing and say, put it back. You can't do that. So there's usually an additional cost when you go buffet because you can't control the amount of people take. So it's usually a little bit more pricier than if it's a plate
love that. And something I know you're very passionate about, Chef, is not just preparation of food. You put from the heart. You don't just cook. You put a lot of thought into it. You think about the nutritional value of it and the ingredients that are going into each meal. I've had some very interesting meal options from you, and you continue to surprise with the taste and still being healthy. So in the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see the Jamaican culinary sector?
Hopefully, it will evolve to a place where people from all over the world, I mean, we have a worldwide reputation of the best.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the next 3 to 5 years, that reputation will change to be the very best as it relates to food. Because most people nowadays, they are traveling not just for the sand and beach and the rum punch and all of that. They also want to know that they are maintaining a good diet. And so health tourism is a big thing in Europe and certain areas in the Caribbean and South America. And so I hope, and it's already started, as I'm seeing some really, really good local chefs actually adding more vegetables, limiting the amount of salt and fat and sugar that goes into their food without compromising the true Jamaican flavor. So hopefully in the next 3 to 5 years, we will become one of the major destination for health tourism, which gonna include food with flavor, bursting with flavor, but nutritionally sound. And so I'm looking forward to that because I'm here to contribute to that. Way.
So for those viewers who are watching and want to know if you offer options for guests with dietary restrictions, what is your thoughts on
Well, the answer is yes.
that?
The answer is yes, and that's where I pride my services and myself. If you're diabetic, if you're hypertensive, if you and first of all, I'm no doctor, I'm no medical doctor, but I've worked with many of the top doctors in health. And if you're vegan, whatever it is, gluten free, whatever it is, kosher. That way we do kosher as well. So whatever it is that you're looking for from a food standpoint, we can cover it all.
I love that. And also, viewers, our menus are not fixed. We can combine, right? So, Chef, can you elaborate on that?
Yes, for the menu that we offer up front, that's just a basic idea. We also like the client to get involved, so they can say, I like this, I like that. And another thing, if you order, you're popularly known for jerk and escovitch and all that. You don't need more than that. So if you're looking for an elaborate cocktail party in the pool, we can do that. We can have nice bamboo boats, flat bottom, with canopies and hors d'oeuvres in it floating around while you frolic and drink and do all that. So what we do is more than we can fit on paper. So don't be afraid to give us your suggestion, your likes, your dislikes. Once we have that, we can take it and turn it around and make it something that is going to lead you to really. And one of the things that I always pride my team in is every time that people walk away, there are some people who's going to say, "Oh, it's Escovitch fish, but it's so good." It's not just what you get everywhere else. We always make it a little bit more special. And using again local flavors. The timing of your ingredients in your dish makes a world of difference.
Excellent. I love you have shared that before. And I want to find out from you, Chef. A lot of guests, when I'm dealing with our clients, we always want to know from you what are the key elements for you? What is most important to your wedding? Some persons, it's the hair and the makeup, how I look as the bride. It could be the entertainment, but the food is a very important factor. Why is the food important? important to every event to make it success?
Well, let me put it this way, and with a little bit of joke in it. You go and you look at the beautiful bride, and you hear the organ play and the whole nine yards, and most people in the back sitting and they're about to yawn because you know, and after that they're rushing to the buffet line or rushing to the dining. It's a part of it. And the first aspect of such an event takes so much from you that now you're hungry. And so when you get to the food, it's not good. I mean, the whole experience is going to be bad. So we in the back, we make sure we are very much aware of that and know that once people come into the dining area, they are expecting the very, very best, not just something that they can walk out on the street and buy. You know, otherwise they would walk with a lunchbox to the event. They want to make sure that it's detailed. They want to make sure that there's something in it when they look at it, something that's going to excite them and want them to actually taste it. And once they taste it, there must be something in it that's going to, open their eyes. And from there, so it's very, very, the food and beverage is extremely important.
Excellent. On that note, viewers, we want to tell you that we do facilitate food tasting, right? So our executive chef here will be more than happy to your request. Let us know if you have any questions at this time. Let us know if there are any questions, any tips that you want to share with everyone out there in light of what's happening now, food and beverage, food, health, culinary. What are your thoughts?
Well, as a previous client said, the COVID, we see all the negatives in it, but I think it's going to open up so much more for people who actually look at it and try to take the positive from it. And we're ahead of that from day one. Our management team here, rather than sitting and complaining about it, we start to see where we can look for. Engagement parties is a big thing. Now I think that we offer it where we can do a cooking demonstration for the engagement party, for baby shower, things like that. We'll come, we'll do a nice cooking thing and have people taste and while they enjoy themselves. So there's so much that we're developing. And as I thought about it, I said, why, when I came here, I said, why is it called Rose All Development? And after a week, I knew why.
Why?
We are constantly developing things that there's a need for. And that to me says it all. We are not in this blindfold position where take what we have or leave it alone. We look, we see, we engage, and we see what people want, and we come back and we develop something to satisfy this.
I love that.
That in and of itself is a good thing.
You are correct, Chef. So for all our viewers, just as you know, whenever it is that you are booking your events with us, when it comes on to food and beverage, we do have signature menus already preset. You can do buffet, you can do plated, and then we also have hors d'oeuvre options that you can choose from. However, you as a client, you can have us know your special requests, your dietary needs, and we will customize. We will speak with our executive chef here, and we will tailor a menu that is suiting you, your guests, and their needs. So very flexible. Pretty much we pride ourselves in customization and whatever would work for you. It's your wedding, your style, speaks about your personality. So you can be assured of that when you're working with us here at Rosal. Our main and ultimate goal is to make sure that we achieve everything that you desire. Also on that, besides buffet and plated, we are also able to do family style options as well. And for those persons who might not know what that is or not the chef, let's talk family style.
Well, it's family style is really a big table, a long table around put in big bowls and people help themselves and pass it around. And that is a big thing in Europe, a huge thing in Europe, and I see it's gradually creeping in here because if you're a group of friends or family, you don't want people. Yes, you don't want people to. You want a little piece of fish. You want a piece of chicken. You can't order that. Is that a fish or chicken? Family style, you can actually help yourself and engage each other and make it a little bit more a special dining experience. So yes.
So there's a lot. We have, and our chef here is the expert, and he can answer any questions that you may have as it relates to food and beverage, indoor, outdoor, as it relates to special dietary needs, our buffet, family style, and just overall food and beverage options, menu options. So let us know. Any questions? Let's take a look at the comments right now. And while we're looking, everyone, remember we are here. We're ready and waiting to host you. So therefore, you are always welcome to stop by for a site inspection. We offer that complimentary. We're offering 20% discount on our venue rental services, right? And we're offering photo shoots right now. So if anyone wants to do that, we are offering that right now. Again, contact information is 876-953-2341. Email weddings and events at rosehall.com, and you can always visit our website to know everything about Rose Hall, because we do more than wedding and events. We offer tours and attractions. We have 2 championship golf courses. So we have a plant nursery, a water treatment plant. So there's so much more to Rose Hall. And like Chef said, we're always developing. So you go to our website, www.rosehall.com, to learn more information. You can also visit us on all social media handles, weddings and events at Rose Hall for Instagram and Facebook. We're also on Twitter, and you can visit our tours, and remind me of that, guys. Our tours Instagram page, Rose Hall Great House Tours, and you can also visit our golf pages as well. So you get to learn more. There's so much to learn, and we're coming here to you weekly to answer your questions and just to bring more information. Not seeing any questions right now. Okay, I see one. All right. We already go over that one. Let's see. Oh, there's a question from Kaisha Randall. Hi, Kaisha. Is it better to do buffet for outdoor dining than plated? Sometimes the food gets cold with the servers walking back and forth. So this one is for you.
Yes. It is better to do. Generally, yes. It's better to run outdoor. But equally, we can do plated service. It's all about the temperature at which you cook that meal and the timing between the kitchen and the table. So that's where the food science comes in.
Yeah.
Because I work all of that out if you're doing it outside.
Amen.
So don't be limited to just a buffet event, an outside event. You can do a plated event just the same.
Excellent. So what an answer, Chef. So absolutely, for the practicality of it, yes, it's easier doing a buffet in an outdoor venue, because like you mentioned earlier, we would manage that with what amount, what portion size of food we shading dishes, and we change over accordingly, so we maintain the temperature of the meal. So definitely easier. But for us here at Rose Hall Developments Limited, with Anthony Stewart on our team, whatever you want will be delivered. Leave it to us, the experts, to make it happen. It has been an absolute pleasure connecting with you, our viewers. We are going to be ending the live soon. We have reached our almost 45 minutes. Again, remember, we come to you weekly on Wednesdays at 10. Share this information with friends, family, and anyone that you believe could benefit from it. Also at Rose Hall Development Summit, we look forward to hosting you. Anything, Judy?
There's one question before we go. How much does it cost for it?
Okay. So if you're doing the night tour, it's presently $30 US, right? But if you're doing the day tour, it's $25 US. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you for that, Jules. Okay. So thank you, everyone. We're going to be closing out with one love, one heart from Bob Marley, sending you a message again. We love you. We appreciate you. And we look forward to seeing you next week. So take care. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.